This show is part of the HeadStuff Podcast Network.
This is how it's always been. I'm on the outside looking in.
Welcome to Double Love, the podcast in which we explore the strange and terrifying world of Sweet Valley High, book by book. I'm Anna Carey.
I'm Karen Moynihan.
And we are back with part 2 of Tall, Dark and Deadly.
Oh my goodness. This book is just so fun.
I think it is possibly the greatest. Sorry, Margot. I mean, I'm scared to say anything against her. But in terms of pure hilariousness, I laughed out loud while doing my notes because this book was so ridiculously deranged, and that does not happen that often.
This is the thing, because as much as we love Margot and her whole arc, Margot was always the best thing in those books. Whereas I don't know, in this series, everyone's lost their fucking mind, and it's great.
It's so good. It's so unhinged.
There are no hinges.
Oh, the hinges have left the building. Now, we were saying that about Caitlin last week, but in our PBA episode, if you want more unhinged action, you can get on over there and sign up at HeadStuff Plus. But
it's all happening over in Highgate Academy, let me tell you.
Sure is. But we are sticking in Sweet Valley this week, and God help us all. But we will start, as usual, by discussing, first of all, the Bordeaux UK cover. Now, I am going to look at it right now for the first time.
Yeah.
I had this on my Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
And, for fuck's sake. Wow.
Now, in fairness, I feel like this is one of the better ones. I feel like they put some effort in. They've raided their local, I don't know, whatever the UK equivalent of Asha or one of those kind of goth shops. It's Hot Topic for our American listeners.
Yes.
That's kind of the vibe we were going with here.
Now, they've still got silk. I think if they really wanted to go gothic, it should be crushed velvet. But,
you're right.
But yes. I will allow the silk because we do have some black lace.
We've got other textures brought into the mix, that's always fun. And let's face it, they've got that. They've got a bulk order of silk in different colours, so they're just going to have to use what they have in their little stock room.
It's always going to be silk.
It's going to be. So yes, red silk. And as you say, there's some black lace has been introduced to the mix. We have now, is it a necklace? There's some manner of silver heart with a dagger and a little skull and crossbones on the dagger. It's all kind of like a pendant.
Yes. Yeah. The hilt is a skull and crossbones with the bones as the sticky out part.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's what I think must have been so happy when they found this. I think it's a belt buckle.
Yeah, you're right. I just thought it was like a badge, but I think you can see a sort of loop thing at the back that does suggest a belt buckle.
I thought it might have been like an elaborate brooch or something, but belt buckle makes more sense, I think.
Yes.
So it's a yellow crescent moon with a little silver guy on a motorbike on it. But there's also a howling wolf, so it's giving more werewolf than vampire. But
this is why I said, for fuck's sake, when I saw it, because I mean, really, come on, this is Luke's belt.
This is Luke's belt. If Luke had a bike, this would be his all over. But look, they couldn't find a vampire belt buckle, so they went with werewolf. It's got a motorbike, Jonathan has a motorbike. That's good enough.
This looks like a big old hog, which I do not imagine Jonathan riding around in. I imagine him being...
He's meant to have a Harley, isn't he?
Yeah.
Harley Davidson, I think. Right, yeah.
This looks more sort of... Yeah. I don't know. But yes, it's quite a find, as you say. They must have been delighted with themselves.
I feel like they were so pleased with this. And there's some little purple flowers as well, kind of scattered around. You always have to have something kind of scattered on these little
bit of texture
tableaus they put together. You gotta love it. So look, it's not the most amazing one. It's definitely not the worst one.
True.
But I do enjoy that they went out and sourced a belt buckle with a motorbike on it and threw in some black lace.
Yes.
An attempt was made.
It was made. Okay, credit where credit's due. But speaking of giving credit, I'm just going to swipe left here.
We're getting real-time reactions here now for Anna's
okay.
view of
It's going to be Cressida's version. 3, 2, 1. She's gone on location again, folks. Oh, my Lord. Wow.
We love it when Cressida goes out the back garden. It's always a good time.
Oh my God.
And this is no different.
That is amazing. Do go on.
Okay, so Cressida's own description text. Here we go. Jessica Wakefield, resplendent in a pastel blue frock and sporting a fetchingly gothic black choker. Absolute perfect recreation of the American book cover, by the way. Like,
perfect.
So good.
Yes.
Has driven over to the requisite, there's one in every town, creepy house, presumably in the Death Jeep. In her obsessive quest to snag enigmatic Sweet Valley High newcomer Jonathan Cain. Not to be mistaken for the late celebrity astrologer Jonathan Cainer, who I'm not familiar with, but yes, I guess that's an easy mistake to make. Very similar name. She shouldn't be there. In fact, she's been told in no uncertain terms not to go there. But when has a reasonable request ever stopped that conceited bitch?
Never.
Not once. She's gawping up at the house. Actually, a very drafty wooden 4-horse toy stable, but I've got to work with what I've got.
I can see the stableness now. Yes, I was wondering what was going on there.
It was either this or the Lego Home Alone house, apparently. Seemingly unaware that Count Troy, Jonathan Cain, is gazing down at her in a singularly sinister manner. Is he hungry? Is he horny? Is he both? Who knows?
I think the answer is both.
It's both, definitely. I gave him sunglasses because he's a baddie. It does look like he's behind bars. Funny that. Best place for him, in my opinion. A full moon, the trusty circular white card, is back. Looms in the background, adding to the general atmosphere.
Seriously, this is magnificent. The texture, the light, the shade, the Troy behind bars. It's just incredible.
I did wonder how Cressida was going to pull this one up. And to be honest, every so often we'll come across like a cover like this that's going to be really tricky. And I always think, you know what, fair enough if Cressida's like, you know what, fuck this, I've got a life to live. I can't be ours doing this. You would be well within your rights. And please don't feel like you have to do it. But my God, we enjoy it when you do. We appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Cressida. If you want to see this work of genius with your own eyes, we will put it on our Instagram, obviously. But it's a sight to behold. It really is. You've just got to go check it out. Just make sure you do that. Treat yourself. It's so good. I don't know how she keeps doing it. Well, I don't know how the ghostwriter of this book kept doing it, because my God, it's amazing. Like, you know, the way when you build something up in your mind, doesn't always live up to your hopes and your dreams. Yeah. However, this book exceeds them. Like, it's that rare case of like, it just delivers from the very first page and it just fucking keeps going. It is all killer, no filler. Which, sorry, Margot, but, there were bits of those books that we could have done without. True. And I mean, we also have just suffered through 3 books of Camp Echo Mountain only for all the action to happen in the very last half of the 3rd book. Like, they made us earn that fucking Frank Cobra. Oh, they did. But thankfully, we are in safe hands with this ghostwriter because they are batshit bananas and it's fantastic. Well, I know I just said that it was all killer, no filler, but we do begin in the casa with Maria, new Maria Slater, not the one true Maria Santelli, who's, did not put her time in for 120 whatever books to be dismissed as a second tier Maria. Indeed. But anyway, this new Maria is lying on the velvet chaise-longue in Liz's room in the casa and is talking in mind-numbing detail about her career as a child actor. Like, we get details of loo roll ads, like
toilet paper ads. Like, this is insane.
It's very unnecessary. But yeah, so she's over with Liz because Liz is supposed to be working on her personal profiles column and writing about Maria. So Maria is basically, yeah, as you say, going through in absolutely boring detail about her career as a child actor. But it turns out that Liz is not listening.
No. Also, we learned that Liz, not like a normal journalist, is not she's not recording it. Or I guess she was meant to be transcribing it on her laptop while this was happening.
Or at least taking notes, like, or something,
yes.
yeah.
But apparently all she's been writing, this is very The Shining, is just Joey Green Eyes, Todd Brown Eyes, Joey Lake, Todd Ocean, Joey Mountains, Todd Beaches. What the fuck?
Liz sounds insane here. As you say, it's so Jack Torrance of her. So like Maria kind of walks over at one point because she's like, God, I can't believe I've been talking for nearly 2 hours. And it's like, damn, Maria, that is too much talking.
And she's still only on the loo roll, lads.
She's, oh, for fuck's sake, like, yeah. So she comes over to Liz's computer and sees all this fucking gibberish on the screen. And it's like, oh, I see I've been wasting my time all afternoon.
Yeah. And Liz is like, I'm sorry, I can't seem to think tonight. And she's like, I'm obsessing, aren't I? And Maria's like, yes, okay, let's have a break. And, let's go for a swim. And Liz does apologize, but Maria's fine about it. And we get a reminder that of her Camp Echo Mountain days, because Maria says, I'll even restrain myself from calling you Dizzy Lizzie. And that sort of cheers Liz off because she chuckles away. And I guess she's over the fact that she's clearly like disassociating and just writing random shit about these two boys.
It's a bit concerning, to be honest, yeah.
Well, speaking of things that are concerning, we questioned Jessica's absolute kip of a room. I kind of love when we learn just how feral Jessica is. Like, this place is a state.
It's so bad because it is this kind of like, Jessica and her endearing, like, messy habits, and her room is always a bit of a state. But like, it actually sounds disgusting because like we already heard about like dead plants and stuff in her room. Now she's like, she knocks over like an empty root beer can and like a load of CDs go crashing to the floor, and she just doesn't even notice. And it's just like, because she's on the phone, I think, painting her nails.
She is,
Lila,
yeah.
So it's like, this doesn't matter. So the place is just, as you say, an absolute kip. Like, it's rotten in there.
Yeah. So she confesses to Lila that her plans to seduce Jonathan Cain aren't working. Like, she'd left her French book in her locker so she'd have to share with him. But Ms. Dalton showed them like a video about wine and cheese industries in France. And this sets Lila off on a paean of praise to Beau and his family and French culture, and how Beau wrote her a poem, and Jessica's like, if you start reading it over the phone, I'm hanging up. Like, their banter in this book is properly funny.
It is. It's very good. Because, like, yeah, Jessica is just being driven cracked by Lila talking about Beau all the time. But also Lila knows this and is kind of also doing it to wind her up, but completely. Is also besotted with Beau. So it is that very believable, like, teen dynamic too. It's great. It's very funny.
So Jessica asks, asks Lila, changing the subject away from Beau, what do you think of that black nail polish everyone is wearing at school? And Lila's like, oh, it's gross. And now, this is several years after Chanel's Rouge Noir became an absolute fucking sensation after Uma Thurman wore it in Pulp Fiction. Like, that was the most mainstream nail polish craze of the mid-90s, was very, very reddy black nail varnish. It was absolutely not outre or weird or gothy.
No,
it was entirely mainstream.
Completely. I think we always underestimate, I think, just how square Sweet Charlotte is.
That's
like,
true.
Just wildly so.
Well, Lila's interrupted in her tirade against how horrific dark nail varnish is by Beau calling on the other line, and he keeps her on the phone so long that Lila or Jessica is just like, well, fuck this, and hangs up. And God, the days of that, I know we obviously have call waiting now, But back then, when phone calls were lasting for hours, remember the novelty of when that came in, and you could like, oh, I can answer the phone while I'm on the phone. Oh, hang on, they've answered the phone to somebody else, and I'm still sitting on the other end of the phone. And yeah, in this case, Jessica has enough, and when her phone rings again, she thinks Lila's ringing back, but it's not Lila.
Oh no, it's Enid.
Yes, poor Enid.
Oh, fucking hell, poor Enid. So, yeah, but Jessica's kind of like, oh, she doesn't want to mess up her nails by going looking for Liz. So she's just like, I'll just take a message because, it's only Enid. Who cares?
Yeah. So we cut out the pool where Liz is distracting herself with swimming while Maria reads from one of Jessica's magazines. It's an article about how to keep your man in the dark. And Maria says, this article is great. Listen, rule number 1, don't tell. Who needs expert advice for that little nugget?
It's very funny. The whole article is just about lying to your boyfriend. It's basically written for Liz, but she's just like, oh my God, that's so crazy.
Don't tell! Like, my mind is blown.
Oh my God, I know. Because then, Maria keeps reading, because Liz is interested in this. And she's like, oh, okay, keep reading, tell me more. And Maria reads out how, like, rule number 2, don't forget that honesty is the best policy 80% of the time. Truthful details can cloud even a mountain of a lie. So it's like, for instance, do tell your guy that you ran into his best friend last Saturday night. Don't tell him it was a lip-to-lip encounter.
And Maria's like, wow, literally says wow, because this expert advice is blowing her mind. And Liz says, shakes her head and said, I couldn't do it. I guess I'm just not made for deception. What the fuck?
Oh, the neck.
Literally.
Brass neck.
How long is it since she was pretending to be Jessica to go on a date with Ken and kiss Ken behind Todd's back because she decided that she was still secretly in love with him after their other affair?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, not made for deception.
Shifting Bruce in the kitchen at a party when Todd just wandered into mine. Joey fucking Mason and his creepy red lips. Like, seriously, Luke the werewolf, come on. She's an expert at deception, or at least forgetting that she has a boyfriend. This is just hilarious from Liz.
Oh my God, it is amazing. And Maria shows that she doesn't know Liz at all, because she's like, yes, the Elizabeth Wakefield I knew back in middle school certainly wasn't. Glad some things haven't changed. Ooh, they've changed.
Yeah.
And then Liz thinks about Jessica and how horrified Liz was when Jessica cheated on Ken. Like, you tried to cheat on Todd with Ken. You tried to make Ken an accessory to your own cheating. Absolute
selective memory. It's wild, carry on. Absolutely wild.
She's like, now I understand how she was tempted to stray. But she knows somehow that she thinks she knows what she had to do. She knew back in camp, and now she has to do it again. She has to tell Joey goodbye forever. So she gets a letter he sent her on his personalised stationery, and then she dramatically burns it in the barbecue.
Jesus Christ, it's so dramatic. Like, her hands are trembling. Maria's like, are you okay? She's like, she announces, I hereby commit Joey Mason's memory to ashes. Like, oh my God. Just, the levels of drama here are so unnecessary, but it's kind of great.
It's amazing. So Jessica arrives and tells her that Enid called. And when the phone rings again, she assumes that it's Enid calling back, but it's Todd. And Liz is actually delighted because she thinks this is her new, fresh start. Her heart skips a beat. And Maria gives her the thumbs up. But we cut to Todd, and he can't take it anymore.
Poor Todd is going through it. Like, he's gripping the phone. He is freaking out. He's like, Elizabeth, I can't keep going on like this. I know there's something wrong. We have to get together and talk. And he's kind of steeling himself for her to, like, wave him off with some flimsy excuse. But she says, yeah, okay. And then he's kind of surprised she's agreed to see him so quickly. So when she's like, yeah, do you want to come over now? He's like, okay, sure. Maybe we can go for a drive or something. She's like, yes, that sounds wonderful. So when she hangs up, Todd is just staring at the phone and he's just like, oh, she's going to dump me. Like, he's just,
Oh,
he's so sad. Poor Todd. He's just convinced that's how this is going to shake out because she's been so weird with him. And now she's so readily agreeing for him to come see her. He's just like, oh, this is it. It's over.
Yep. So when he arrives, Liz is like waiting outside for him, and she looks really beautiful, and he can't even look at her. He tears his gaze away with a silent moan as he pulls away from the curb. So they park they go to Seca Lake, and they park near another boathouse. Well, that'll set Liz off.
I was going to say, you should feel right at home there anyway.
Apparently it's an abandoned boathouse. Like, what is it with the ghostwriters and boathouses?
Boathouses. Maybe it's abandoned ever since was it Sandy Bacon's boat exploded on the lake, and they're like, right, that's it. No more boats on the lake.
Well, there'll be another reason to abandon Seca Lake before this book is out. So poor old Toddles is just like in despair. He's staring into the darkness and he hears Liz sigh, and he's just like, okay, I need her to tell me, and I can't take this anymore. Yeah. But then she wraps her arms around him and kisses him as he'd never been kissed before.
Yeah. So again, instead of actually talking about anything or saying anything, Todd is just like, hooray, everything's great. All his doubts and fears melt away. So apparently it's obvious to him that despite whatever had been bothering her, their relationship was back on solid ground. She seemed more in love with him than ever. So he's like, all right, nice one. Everything's fine.
I mean, I guess you can understand why he thinks it. Though she did say that they needed to talk, and that she has not done any talking.
She hasn't said a fucking word. She just launched herself at him. So he's just like, all right, sweet. Everything's good.
She just loved the gob. And that's enough for Todd. Well, I guess it's the next day, because we cut to history class where Enid is not concentrating on colonial American history. She's just thinking of Jonathan and wondering what she'd look like if she dyed her hair to match his.
Indeed, yeah. Apparently she'd dreamed the previous night that he had driven her to Miller's Point and built her a castle there.
So specific.
Very specific, yes. So it's this secluded romantic hideaway just for her. So like she's really down bad for Jonathan. She's just thinking about him all the time. She's kind of, as they're learning about Jamestown history and stuff, like she's just imagining herself, finding Jonathan on the other end of a long journey and how he'd be captivated by her and all the rest. So she's really just constantly thinking about Jonathan. That's all that's going on. Mr. Fellows is like looking for her homework, and she's like, oh, I never did it. So she's like, she's not paying attention on anything she's meant to be at all.
No, the reason she didn't finish, we're told, she doesn't say this to Mr. Fellows, like Christ, is that she spent the entire evening imagining the house she and Jonathan would live in someday. This is full on unhinged. I mean, we all had intense crushes, but there's something not right here.
There was less about the decor of the house you were going to live in, I suppose, when you were going through it as a teen with a crush. But yeah, she's like, our house is going to be elegant and chic with leather furniture, a big fireplace, soft rugs.
Every 16-year-old's fantasy.
Gotta love the leather furniture.
Yep. Well, Mr. Fellows reminds them that they're going to have a test on Monday, and when Enid looks down at her notebook, all she's written as, instead of history notes, are hearts, flowers, and Eeyore loves JC, Enid Rollins Cain, Enid Alexandra Cain. I love how they're shoehorning the fact that her middle name is Alexandra, because of course that's just invented in SVU when she changes her name to Alexandra. And frankly, after reading this book, I don't think anyone will blame her for wanting a fresh start away from Liz as soon as they get to college.
Oh my God. 100%. It's just, she should have done it sooner.
Exactly. Well, she has a plan to get Jonathan's attention. She thinks she's ready to do something drastic, and she can't wait to tell Liz all about it. But when she finds Liz in the Oracle office, her and Maria are, we're told, engaged in another one of their whispering conferences. And Enid is like, obviously, this is really alienating to poor Enid, but she's decided she's too excited to let it bother her. So she comes up and says, guess what, Liz? And then announces her news.
Yeah, she says that she's thinking of dyeing her hair black and invites Liz to come with her to the salon in the mall this afternoon before she loses her nerve. And Elizabeth and Maria stare at her as if she was crazy. Because, of course, as ever, Liz reacting to someone who wants to dye their hair black, she acts like it's someone who wants to get a tattoo on their face. Like,
yes,
that's actually a consistent reaction from Liz, in fairness. Like, she fully had a nervous breakdown when Jessica dyed her hair black in the new Jessica. And
true.
once again, she's acting like a fucking freak about some hair dye. She's like, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Why would you want to do something so ridiculous? Because a girl dyeing her hair black in 1996 is such a freakish idea, apparently.
It's so rude. Like, it's so rude.
So fucking rude. Like, if she doesn't think it's a good idea, that's fine. So there's a nicer way to say it than basically telling Enid she's stupid for wanting to do it. Enid obviously is really hurt by this. She winces as if she's been slapped, and she's like, what's so ridiculous about wanting a change? Liz rolls her eyes and then brings Maria into it and is like, what do you think? And it's like, well, she wasn't fucking asking Maria, was she? She was telling you about it. And now the two of them are just kind of telling Enid that it's a bad idea, basically. So obviously Enid's like, right, well, fuck this.
Yeah, because Maria's like, I'm not sure if black hair would do much for your skin tone. And Enid is like too hurt to reply. And Liz is like, yeah, black wouldn't suit you at all. And Enid says, in your opinion. And Liz is like, yes, in our honest opinion. And of course, this triggers their fucking in-jokes, because Maria's like, 100% honesty, not 80%. Like, fuck off, Maria. Like, you're both being such pricks. Like, bringing up your little in-jokes, like whispering in front of her. Oh, yeah. Like, I hate both of them.
I really hate this so much. Yeah, again, because when Maria makes that stupid joke about the 80% thing, like, her and Liz just laugh together as if like it's so fucking hilarious. So Enid's completely left out of this. She feels left out. And it's like, you're both being such dicks to her. Like, this is such horrible behavior from the pair of them. I'm just like, you know what, Enid, absolutely fuck the pair of them. And go dye her hair black and go find some new friends, because honestly, life's too fucking short for this bullshit.
Yes, find your little goths. So we cut to the beach. It's later that day, where Todd tells them that they want to recruit Jonathan Cain for the basketball team. And Liz is not happy with Todd because, unknown to him, she wanted the walk to inspire romantic feelings in her. And apparently Todd is meant to somehow know that she needs this to, actually make her fancy her boyfriend. And he's talking about basketball. And like, she's just being so unreasonable. Because he talks about Jonathan for like a minute, and she's like, that's so nice, Todd, she says sarcastically. And he apologizes. And it's like, oh, there we go, rambling on about basketball. And, you're more important to me than basketball. Didn't I prove it to you when I drove all the way up to Montana to spend the weekend with you at Camp Becker Mountain? Yeah, you did. And Liz at least realizes, oh, actually, maybe I'm not being fair to him. No shit.
Yeah, I was like, talk about making an effort. As we found out, that was like a fucking 24-hour round trip or something to try and drive. Like, it was an insane amount of travel to drive. So yeah, she kind of tries to talk herself into fancying Todd, basically, which is so unfair. Because she's just trying, again, she just kisses him instead of actually talking to him or, doing anything actually productive. So she just loves the gob again, basically, to get out of it.
She just can't stop. Well, we cut to a makeover. Yes. Oh, this is one of my favorite bits in the entire book.
So good. Oh, good for you, Enid. Good for you.
Yes, because she's looking at a nail colour chart and she wants a bottle of Midnight Song because her visit to the salon, we're told, is turning out to be a fabulous adventure.
I love this. Good for her. She has decided to treat herself to a whole beauty makeover instead of just a new hairstyle. So, she's like the girl that's looking back at her in the mirror, apparently looks nothing like the old Enid. She's like, my entire life is about to change, so why shouldn't my looks? Again, she's like, Jonathan is worth it. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's all in pursuit of Jonathan.
True.
Like, you can't win them all.
Yes, because we're told that her curly reddish brown hair has been chemically straightened and dyed black, and Enid loves the way it cascades because straightening it, of course, makes it longer. Yes. Her eyebrows have been plucked to thin, glamorous arcs. Now, that is very fucking 90s. And it is actually the reason that I never plucked my eyebrows when I was younger. Now, I was lucky that my eyebrows were kind of fine, au naturel. But I had the fear of the over plucking, skinny one-line eyebrows. But they are very 1996.
Very, yes. Look, the thin brows, it's a very particular look. It was good for the time, though, and I'm sure she looks amazing. Her complexion apparently is rosy and smooth. She's had a face mask done, so she's like glowing. She's getting her hands exfoliated now because she's getting her nails painted. Actually, not even just painted, she's getting acrylics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
She's got long, tapered acrylic nails being put on over her short, stubby ones. So she is a new woman entirely.
she marvels at the play of reflected light shimmering across her glamorous nails. I do have a slight phobia of long nails, so the last few years have been quite difficult for me with all the like elaborate long nail art. But I still respect Enid's choice.
Oh, good for her. Yeah, no, there was one time ever I had like acrylic nails, but it was because my sister-in-law is like a nail artist and was doing like a course in this particular way of doing nails. So I was her kind of guinea pig, I guess, as she was learning to do it. She was doing it on my nails and I felt like fucking Wolverine by the end of it. It was so weird. It just felt so huge and long and pointy. It was really strange and very difficult to do any kind of task or pick things up. It takes some getting used to.
I've always thought that. I think that's why I've always had short nails. Mm-hmm. But
gotta be very careful at certain points.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Very careful.
Well, goodbye contact lenses.
Forget it.
But the beautician then sets to work doing Enid's face and says she's going for a very popular look, and with her clear, young-looking complexion. I mean, young-looking. She's 16. I had skin like a fucking angel when I was 16. So Enid looks at herself in the mirror and she can't believe it's her.
I'm so happy for Enid. She's having such a nice time. Like, she's feeling so happy about this. And yeah, look, the beautician is all like, yes, our new line of makeup is foolproof. So she's like, just kind of giving her the hard sell on all this stuff. But Enid's like, yes, absolutely, let's do this thing. So she leaves the salon. She has absolutely no money left, but she feels fantastic. Her heart is brimming with self-confidence. And I love this for her.
Yes. And then, of course, you should burst her bubble. Although she actually doesn't really burst her bubble. She is actually quite nice. Maria Slater calls her name, and Enid's like, ugh, my favourite person in the world. And Enid just sort of looks at her with a uninterested expression. It's like, do you mind? I'm really in a hurry. But Maria actually says, it's pretty, I like it. And like, she is being nice, but after the way she behaved earlier, I don't really blame Enid for her reaction.
Nope. Not for a second. Enid is just like, oh, what a relief. The glamour queen of Hollywood, New York and Sweet Valley likes the way I look. Thank you so much, Maria. I probably would have died without your approval. She's being such a bitch, but I also don't care because good for her. Like, Maria and Liz have been so fucking rude to her. I'm just like, go for it, Enid. Yeah. Absolutely burn those bridges. Let's fucking go.
Because this is the thing, like, it's bad. It's worst Liz doing it because Liz is her friend. But like, Maria has been full on making the little in-jokes, whispering to her, talking about Jonathan, never like making, never saying, do you know what, maybe we shouldn't talk about this now, or maybe you should
or at least try to include
friend.
Enid.
Yeah. So she looks wounded now, but Enid doesn't give a fuck.
No. She's dead right. She's like, I'm sick of worrying about everyone else's feelings. She thought angrily as she walked away. No one ever worries about mine. And she's dead fucking right.
True. So we go to the Oracle office on Monday morning, and Maria sticks her head out the door to get Liz because she's got a writing emergency because she can't tell if this article is any good or not. And Liz says, look, I just have to go to my locker and then I'll come in and have a read of it. But Liz is feeling good. She's glad she burnt the letter. She's sure things will get better with Todd. But then she opens her locker.
Yes, she gets a bit of a fright because she jumps back as a wooden canoe paddle suddenly fell out and crashed to the floor. The sound echoes in the empty hallway. She's like, what the fuck is this? So this is a fucking canoe paddle that has been polished to a glossy sheen and decorated with colourful drawings depicting the various sites at Camp Echo Mountain.
What? Who made this?
Is happening? So there's like a little picture of the main lodge. There's a little picture of Lake Vermilion, Echo Mountain itself. Between the drawings, there's appliques of the camp flag and insignia. So Liz is sure that Joey has left the paddle in her locker. And she's like, he was here, she realised. Joey was actually in Sweet Valley High in my locker. Apparently she feels a thrill rather than abject fucking terror that she's being stalked. But yeah, she's just like, oh my God, how amazing. I guess Joey's lurking around. What the fuck is happening?
Breaking into my locker. My notes say she feels a thrill of terror, I hope. But no,
you would think, but no, she's delighted. I am so freaked out by this. This is so creepy.
So creepy. So she thinks about Joey all morning, and she's like, how do you know which locker was mine? How did he break into it? How indeed?
Oh, seriously, these are good questions to be asking. Please pursue them.
So she's like, oh, did the maintenance workers open it for him over the weekend? It's like, oh, we probably came to school on Friday afternoon after we'd gone. It's like, whoa, all of this is mad.
None of this is good.
But then she's distracted because she's in the queue at the cafeteria and she hears two freshers talking about the, quote, hand-painted black dresses at Blue Parrot Crafts.
Hell yes. Good for you, Blue Parrot. Still doing a roaring trade in Sweet Valley.
In hand-painted garments.
They, you know what? They are cashing in on the goth craze. Good for them. Yeah, the girls are like, they're so vampy, apparently, these hand-painted black dresses. Like, what is a hand-painted black dress? Is it just a dress that they've literally thrown some black paint on? What's going on?
Remember Dee Dee had the painted t-shirts that Jessica tried to copy, and they were sold in Blue Parrot Crafts. So maybe they just do hand-painted clothes. But hand-painted clothes are like incredibly impractical. Oh, though not in a place that's everything's dry clean only. There we go.
Oh, now, see, it all makes sense.
Well, apparently these little freshers want to go there after school. They also want to buy some hair color because one of them, her mother has let her dye her hair black, but she thinks it's only a dark rinse. But this kid is going to just use a permanent one by mistake. And Liz is all like, ooh, the black head to toe look is catching on at Sweet Valley High. And it sure is.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So she's kind of scanning the cafeteria looking for Todd, but she sees Bruce Patman, Barry Rourke, and Kirk Anderson sitting at a table, all three dressed in black. So she's very amused by this. But then she finds Todd sitting with Winston and Maria Santelli. And apparently Todd is also in all black. And I'm just going to say, like, his outfit, it's not that exciting. It's literally a black t-shirt and black jeans.
Yeah.
The new gothic uniform. And she goes, not him too, she thought in dismay. Like, what? It's literally black jeans and a black t-shirt. What's wrong with you?
It's so normal. Like, this is like she's acting like it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers and he's like become a pod person. It is insane.
It is 1996, Elizabeth. Get a fucking grip.
But even if it was like the 80s or the 70s, wearing black jeans and a black t-shirt is very normal. Like, that's not even
incredibly
goth.
normal. Seriously. Like, it's so funny that this is the version of goth that Sweet Valley has embraced, is basically a black t-shirt and black jeans. And it's like, oh my God, look at you, you vampy sort, you.
Well, Winston's also wearing black, but he's put his own adorable spin on things.
Of course he has.
But we'll find out about that later. And yes, Maria is totally charmed by him, but Todd scowls at Liz, and understandably, because she's such a judgmental bitch.
Totally. He's like, what's wrong with the way I look? And she's like, oh, nothing. If you're trying to copy Jonathan Cain. He's like, I'm not trying to copy him. I just think he's cool. What's wrong with what I'm wearing? And like, literally nothing, Todd. There is nothing wrong with what you're wearing. It's fine. But yeah, Liz just has such a fucking bee in her bonnet about anybody wearing black ever. It's so funny. Oh my God. But then Maria Slater approaches the table and Winston's like, the two lovely Marias. And Liz is like, we need to figure out a way to keep you guys straight. It's like, don't call your character also Maria S, for God's sake.
And Maria Slater understandably says, as long as you don't start calling us Black Maria and White Maria. And Maria Santelli is like, yes. And Winston's like, well, we just have to call you by your last names. And then Maria Slater and Liz look at each other and are all like, Buford and Johansson. And everyone laughs except Todd. And Maria explains who Buford and Johansson were. But Todd reminds them he met Buford and Johansson.
Yeah. I know, they'll forget that Todd was there too for a while. He's like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't see what's so funny. But yeah, they just kind of talk about how great Buford and Johansson were, basically.
I do love
and
this
everyone's
bit,
having
though.
a big laugh, except Todd. Yeah.
I do love that Maria's like, you should have read Winston's letters from camp. Buford and Johansson were his heroes. Winston sighed dramatically. I love those guys. They were really special. They were multi-talented.
They were They were great.
So, of course, talking about Camp Echo Mountain and Buford and Johansson makes Liz think of Joey. And of course, she looks at Todd and says she couldn't get past his scowling expression and ridiculous outfit, black jeans and black t-shirt, everybody, and thinks Joey would never fall prey to trends. No, I'm sure he wouldn't. I'm sure he's dressed like a 75-year-old Florida golfer like the rest of you dorks. Like...
Joey and his khakis wouldn't let me down like this.
Oh my God. So later at the Oracle meeting, Maria is nervous about the piece that she wrote, but everyone approves, including Olivia, Penny, the gang's all there. Unfortunately, John Pfeiffer is one of them. They all agree that her article is perfect and they've got everything set for this issue of the Oracle. And they're sort of teasing Maria, and Maria feels like she's one of the gang. But then Olivia suggests that the only way they can follow up the profile of Maria is to profile Jonathan Cain.
Well, of course, yes, but Liz is totally normal about it. Apparently her face turns pale and she feels uneasy. It's like, oh my God, get a grip. She's like, I don't know if he's giving interviews. Maria's like, what the fuck is she talking about? So yeah, she just acts so weird because she absolutely does not want to talk to Jonathan Cain at all whatsoever. So Maria kind of catches up with her afterwards because she's like, okay, what's going on? That was a bit weird. But when she finds Liz at her locker, she notices the fucking canoe paddle stashed in there as well, and she's like, what the fuck is that?
The best part is when Maria, like, she says, look, I'm pretty sure it was Joey, and Maria's like, well, it's going to be a lot harder to burn that. I don't think it'll fit on your barbecue grill. And Elizabeth gasps as if Maria had suggested something criminal. I'm sorry, Maria said softly. That was a mean thing for me to say. How was that mean? I'm genuinely baffled by these absolute freaks.
Happening. Why hasn't Liz had a normal reaction to anything in this book? Like, she's just, her behaviour is so weird.
And then she's like, I don't want to talk about Joey. And Maria's like, okay, fine. So let's talk about the Oracle. Why do you not want to profile Jonathan Cain? And Liz goes on a tirade.
Yeah, she thinks he's a rude, egotistic jerk, and she recounts how, like, he shoved past her in the hallway. How dare he? And also shoved Peggy Abbott and, like, stepped on her history project. But mostly she can't explain it. She's like, he just gives me the creeps, and I don't like him. But Maria kind of gets what she means. She gets an eerie feeling around him too, apparently.
Yes.
And his eyes kind of freak the pair of them out a little bit. But Liz is like, and the way people are throwing themselves at him, I think he's a big fake, and it's gross how everyone is trying to copy him. And then Maria's like, have you seen Enid yet? Speaking of. And Liz rolls her eyes and she's like, yeah, I saw her new look, but I haven't had a chance to talk to her. Like, okay, girl, whatever.
And Maria's like, oh, I wasn't sure at the mall. I wasn't going to tell you, but, you know, she basically said, she gave me the brush off. And Liz is like, that doesn't sound like Enid at all. It's like, well, it sounds like you and the way you've been treating Enid ever since you came back from Camp Echo Mountain. And also, don't you remember what it was like when Amy came back and you were being a massive bitch to Enid again? And Enid was understandably hurt because you were treating her like shit. So,
yes.
This girl has just had enough.
Yeah, fair play to Enid. Like, she has put up with enough of her shite.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Good
so, Maria's like, oh, you know, she's probably just feeling threatened. Remember how badly Nicole treated you at camp? It's like, first of all, the situation is totally different. But Liz just thinks it's more than that because she's got a bad feeling about this again.
Oh, God. She's like, something terrible is going on at Sweet Valley High. Maria's like what? But Liz says, I don't know. I'm so afraid my friends are going to be pulled down with it.
Oh,
okay.
Drama queen. Well, we cut to lunch the following day because Liz heads straight for Enid's table, not to make sure things are okay between them, but to talk some sense into her friend.
Oh my God, so fucking rude. So she comes up to Enid, and like, from Liz's point of view, we're just hearing about how, like, her lovely curly hair has been replaced with a straight black mop, and the healthy glow of her complexion has been covered with a sickly pale cosmetic foundation. It's like, shut up, Liz. Enid looks fucking amazing, and everyone else knows it. Just because you don't like it.
Well, apparently Elizabeth thought Enid looked as if though she'd been vandalised, defaced like the side of an old building.
Herman, my pills. Like, seriously, go chat to Aunt Shirley about it because you're on her wavelength.
So on her wavelength. Well, we learned that she tried ringing Enid the night before, but Enid's mum kept saying she wasn't available, and who could blame her? Liz...
Oh, seriously. Liz's attitude here is wild. Like, she hasn't returned a single one of Enid's calls since she got back. But when Enid does it once, it's a fucking crime. And it's like, how dare you not return my calls? I waited up till midnight. Like, okay, no one fucking asked you to.
We also learned that Enid's wearing, this is mascara and eyeliner. I am wearing these things right now because I was to the television slot this morning because we're told her eyes were heavily circled with black eyeliner and fringed with thick, gooey lashes that looked like spider legs as mascara. Her blackish red lipstick made her lips seem as if they were caked with dried blood. Dark red lipstick. This is the 90s. This is the most fucking mainstream thing imaginable. Like, I can't even describe how unradical this is. But Liz...
It's so unremarkable.
No, and Liz is like so judgmental. And when Liz says, like, why didn't you call me back last night? And waited it past midnight. And when Enid tucks her new jet black hair behind her ear, Liz spots her nails and is so horrified that she literally cannot speak. It's insane.
Dagger-like fingernails and her blood red lips. She's just like, Enid, this obsession of yours is spinning out of control. Enid's like, what are you talking about? She's like, does it bother you? I like a guy you don't approve of, or is it that I've decided to change a few things about myself without your permission? And Liz is like, a few things. Look at you. I hardly recognize you anymore. And Enid, quite rightly, is like, yeah, that's understandable. You haven't seen me in ages. Ever since Maria came back to Sweet Valley, you've been totally ignoring me. And like, yes, Enid, tell her, because this is 100% accurate.
Totally. And Enid Elizabeth reels as if she's been stung. She's like, that's not fair. It is totally fair. Like, you and I are best friends. We've been through a lot together. You know I care what happens to you. I like to think you'd confront me if our situations were reversed. It's like, first of all, you never do anything as interesting as this. And Enid rightly says, save it for your new best friend, Maria Slater. I'm not interested. And she marches off, and Liz is another psychic premonition.
Oh, God. Yeah, she's got a knot of cold fear in her gut. Enid is headed for trouble, she thought, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh, my God, you absolute tool.
She really is.
Well, Enid's rightly delighted with herself. It's like, who needs a control freak for a best friend anyway? Yes.
Yes, I'm so happy for her. She says she's sick of trying to be what everyone else wanted her to be, to fit a mold that no longer fit.
Yay.
But then, unfortunately, it's like falling in love had completely changed her world. It's like, no, don't be doing it for Jonathan. Do it for yourself because you deserve better.
But then she spots some new potential pals.
Oh my God, yes. She's looking around the cafeteria. She's like, I need new friends. And then she spots Lynn Henry, our patron saint, Julie Porter and Jennifer Mitchell, all of whom had also adopted Jonathan's gothic style of dress. So they're all sitting together. Apparently Annie Whitman walks over and joins them. And Enid's quite surprised by this because Annie's usually over with Jessica, with the cheerleaders. So Enid's like, okay, cool. I'm going to go for this. So she walks up and she curbs her shyness and she's like, can I sit here? And the girls are all like, yes, absolutely. Love your nails. You look amazing. And she's like, oh, finally, they get it. Thank you. So all the girls are really fucking nice to her and they all just chat about their nails and, you know, the makeup and how all the girls are like, oh, I can't do my eyeliner as good as yours. Show me how you do it. And it's so lovely and supportive. And I wish so much that this was a mainstay of Sweet Valley now, that these were just a little goth gang that just hang out together and they're nice to each other.
Because Enid sort of jokes to herself, we'll be a genuine cult soon. And my notes say, I love these little goths. And I do.
Me too. I want this for them. Stay friends, stay goth.
But unfortunately, Enid has not forgotten the reason for the changes in her life. Jonathan Cain. We're told that she's tired of watching him from afar, but she hasn't had the guts to talk to him yet. But once he notices her, she's sure that he'll fall in love with her completely. So when she goes out to the parking lot, she's trying to send him psychic messages, like who isn't in this town. So she basically hangs around in her car until he comes out, and we learn she too is just Tony the Tiger.
Oh boy,
what is wrong with these girls? They're weird zoophilia.
It was Jessica, wasn't it, who was looking at him thinking he was like a tiger?
Yes.
So when Enid is studying him as he walks across the parking lot, he reminded her of a panther, strong and fierce, but sleek and graceful.
And she whispers, "He's so beautiful." There's a lot of whispered monologues in this book, which know I'm here for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, as he drives off, she follows him in her car and through the streets. She nearly has a car crash, but she's determined not to give up because she feels like a wild animal following the scent of her prey.
Yeah, Enid has slightly lost the run of herself here, so she follows him home
very much so.
to find out where he lives. So she pulls up when he stops at a house. Apparently it's a crumbling mansion in a deserted area on the outskirts of Spring Valley. There's grey paint, it's all chipping and peeling. The front porch looks ready to fall off. The yard's overgrown with weeds. She's like, oh my God, where are we? So there's these like tarnished brass numbers on the front of this house. There's tattered lace curtains. Apparently it's number 225. But she's quite surprised by this because she had imagined that he lived in like an elegant modern house with lots of glass. But she's like, well, if this is where he lives, she'll learn to love the place. Ratty old curtains and all.
So part of her
dedicated.
A part of her can't believe that she's doing this, but she can't help herself. So she goes up to the porch and there's a grotesque door knocker in the shape of a head with a knocker attached to the monster's nose. So when she uses it, she whispers, "I guess you're not just a pretty face around here." Enid whispered at the gruesome design, trying to lighten her mood.
Yeah, so the whole thing, it's all quite creepy. It's very like desolate. This mansion is falling apart. She's like, this is very strange. So there's no answer at the door after ringing the bell and banging the knocker on it. She's now banging on the door with her fist. She's like, I know you're home, Jonathan, she thought. But she's kind of like, okay, what am I doing here? But she walks around looking in the windows to just try and get some kind of handle on the situation. But apparently the inside of the house is just as run down and abandoned as the outside. The rooms are empty. The floors are covered with stained and frayed carpets. There's like broken bits of furniture all over the place. Like it's nuts. In a heap. So she's kind of looking around. There are no signs of life. She's looking through a kitchen window, but there's only like an antique stove that's tipped over and rusting with holes in it. She's like, okay, this is not right. No one's living here. And then this huge brown rat apparently scurries across the floor, and she's just like, and like jumps back from the window, runs back to her car and locks the door because she's just really creeped out by this gross house.
Yeah. So she runs away and decides, even Jonathan isn't worth giving up my sanity. This silly crush business is over. So off she goes.
Yeah.
Well, we cut to the mall where in BB's, Jessica is looking for a dress that will win Jonathan Cain's heart, but nothing is right. So Lila finds a dress that she thinks would impress Beau, and Jessica's like, oh, you're right. Beau would look darling in that. Why not have them box it up and ship it to him express? And Lila sticks out her tongue and is like, don't you think you're going a bit nuts for this guy? I mean, even for you. And says he's a greaser and a weird one at that. And like, he gives me the creeps.
I love that Lila's take on him is just like creepy Danny Zuko. She's like, no, thank you.
Not like terrifying goth king.
Yeah. No, just like some loser from the 50s in a leather jacket. Get the hell out of here.
So then Jessica finds the perfect dress, which you will, of course, describe later. And of course, they only have one in stock and it's a size 6. So Jessica tries it on and she's about to pay for it while still wearing it when she looks out the store's back window, which seems like a very unlikely thing for a mall store to have. But she sees Jonathan's motorbike in the car park and literally runs away, saying, Lila, get the credit card and my things from the fitting room, and just abandons all her stuff to stalk her prey.
basically, yeah, just runs out of the shop, still wearing the dress with the tags on, leaves all her stuff and Lila, as if Lila's her fucking like valet or something, who's just going to carry all her shit for her. Like, I don't fucking think so. But yeah, we then cut to another POV.
We sure do. What am I doing here, surrounded by people? Have I gone mad? Jonathan asks himself, ignoring the curious looks aimed at himself in his direction. So yes, he's leaving the mall, which I guess he's been buying some more leather pants.
Was he just getting an orange Julius, buying a new jacket? Like, what's he doing in the mall?
Oh, well, actually, we do find out now, because he thinks, I should never have come here. It was his aching loneliness that had enticed him to this place. When will I ever learn? He wonders.
He is such a drama queen. Oh my God.
Because apparently watching people makes his pains stronger, his need sharper. And just as he's getting on the bike, he feels someone jump on the back. And he somehow knows who it is.
Yeah, he doesn't have to turn around to see her lovely face, her silky blonde hair, her bright smile. Frankly, the image of her beauty is burned into his mind. But he promised himself he wouldn't get involved. Tell her to go, he ordered himself. But Jessica just like puts her arms around his waist. Jonathan is shaken, apparently, but thinks
he's
himself,
moaning.
He's moaning, and there is a reasonable voice in his head, which I'm going to let you do because you're much better at the old voices in the head.
Get rid of her now, before it's too late. That voice is very sensible, Jonathan. Just get this crazy bitch away.
Oh my God, get away from her. It's not going to end well for either of you. But yes, the reasonable voice should be listened to. So he turns around and faces Jessica and he's like, what do you think you're doing? But when he looks at her eyes, he feels like he's drowning in their blue-green depths.
And she is so unhinged because she's like really stalkery. She's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, let's see if we can figure it out. I'm not baking I don't think I'm baking a cake. I'm not eating a pizza. And we're told she's smiling at him with her whole face, not just her mouth.
What?
She's so alive, filling him with the sensations he'd all but forgotten. So he's like, okay, just this once.
Oh my God. Yes, he's giving into this small temptation for now, knowing he would pay in torturous anguish for days to come. So he starts the bike. Jessica responds with a delighted cheer.
Oh my God, she's so unchill.
Completely. So apparently questioning his sanity, fair enough. Jonathan roars out of the parking lot with Jessica at his back, clinging tightly to him.
Well, they zoom through the streets and Jessica presses her cheek against Jonathan's jacket, her heart brimming with joy. She throws back her head and laughs. She's
crazy bitch.
And like they swerve around like a sharp turn on the Valley Crest Highway, and Jessica gasps because she's scared they're going to topple over. And we do get a reminder that Liz nearly died in a motorbike accident.
Oh my God. So this does kind of chill Jessica for just like literally a second.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But then Jonathan is back in control of the bike and it's all good again. So she's just like, yes, this is amazing. But there's like such a brief mention of Liz like very nearly dying in that horrible crash. And it does occur to her that she's breaking her parents' very strict rules against motorbikes because, of course, one of their cousins died in a motorbike crash. And then, of course, Liz's one had completely convinced her parents that there was their no motorcycle rule was well founded. But she just pushes the thought away. She thinks it's terribly unfair for her to suffer the punishment for her sister's mishap.
Yeah, so it's fine. And like, bear in mind, she's not wearing a helmet.
No.
She thinks this is the beginning of a fabulous romance. And then he drives her to her house. And instead of thinking, this is a bit weird, she's delighted. She's like, oh, I guess he hasn't been totally ignoring me. And thinks, I love this moment when the chase is over and two people finally become an official couple. And Jonathan tips his head back and gazes at the darkening sky as if he's thinking of the right words for this very important moment. Jessica smiles tenderly at him and thinks, don't be shy. But he's not shy.
No, so when he looks at her, apparently his eyes were hard and cold. And he says, don't you ever pull a stunt like that again. So she's stunned by this. He's like, you were lucky this time. But next time, Jessica, I won't be such a gentleman. And with that, he takes off, motorbike roaring down the street. So Jessica is she's dismayed, but quite infuriated by this too.
Yeah, because a small part of her wants to crumple to the ground, to curl up in a tight ball and cry. But then she's like, it's not over yet. And she thinks that when she was at Calbecker Mountain, Paul claimed that he didn't want to have anything to do with her. So when I was reading this was on one page of my Kindle, and I was like, oh my God, she still doesn't take no for an answer in true Sweet Valley fashion. And then I hit the next page and it says, Jessica had worn through Paul's defenses and she'd do the same with Jonathan and she wouldn't take no for an answer.
God damn it, Jess.
So then she's swinging her arms and smiling. Jessica strolled through the front door. I'm imagining her sort of Charlestoning away, just arms swinging from side to side.
Just fully deranged. Yeah, she's just convinced they belong together. He knows it as well as she does. This is basically a done deal. He just hasn't realised it yet.
She's never been more unrelatable than she is at this approach. And when she comes in, Liz is like, what do you think you're doing? You know the rule about motorbikes. And Jessica's like, oops, I goofed. Like, Liz nearly died was put in a coma. And it's like, yeah, that's hilarious to me.
Oh my God, yes, very, just does not care about this at all. Then Liz is like, what's the story with this dress? Jessica's like, oh, I shopped too. It's been a busy day. So she's just walking away from Liz because she's like, I don't need to listen to this. So she heads into the kitchen because she wants to feed Jasmine and Prince Albert. So at least someone is feeding these fucking pets and looking after them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. So yeah, they're frolicking and Jessica laughs like, aren't they cute? And Jessica or Liz Whiteley Mance at her for zooming around on a motorbike without wearing a helmet, and then insanely acts like the worst thing of all, apart from Jessica disobeying their parents' very sensible rule, making light of something that nearly killed Liz herself, and being very irresponsible. No. The worst thing of all is, on top of all that, accepting a ride with someone like Jonathan Cain, Elizabeth said dramatically. And in fairness, Jessica's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, she's like, he's totally hot. He's smart and gorgeous. She's also into the bike, but Liz is just like, oh no, not you too. The way people are throwing themselves at that creepy misfit is disgusting.
Judgmental bitch.
So judgmental. But what is so funny to me is that as far as Liz knows, right at this minute, Jonathan's only crime is being rude in school, whereas Joey is literally fucking stalking her, found her locker and left a weird canoe paddle in it for her. But that's all fine, apparently. Jonathan is the creepy one because he wasn't super nice to her like everyone's supposed to be to a Wakefield. Like, get your fucking priorities in order, girl, because Joey's the much bigger threat at the moment to you right now than Jonathan Cain.
He's the one who's sneaking into your school and breaking into your locked locker.
Honestly, like, that is deranged behavior. Like, that's so uncool. That's very creepy.
Speaking of deranged behavior, Jessica defends Jonathan and then says, how dare you lump me in with those pathetic creatures who are throwing themselves at him. It's like, you are literally throwing yourself. You are considering chaining yourself to his bike. You got on his bike against his will today. And like,
quite literally. Yes. She literally threw herself onto his bike.
And she's like, but I'm sure he feels the same way about me. And this is like his big fake. And Jessica's like, you don't, like, he's been here for 2 weeks. You don't know anything about him. And she tells the whole, you nearly locked me over in his locker. And then he stepped on Peggy Abbott's papier-mâché castle. And Jessica's like, Peggy Abbott, are we talking about the cute sophomore who tried to steal Todd away from you? And she's like, I don't care, it still wasn't right for Jonathan to push her so hard and step in her papier-mâché castle. And Jessica laughs and says, maybe not, but I for one would have loved to see it.
Yeah, Jessica does not give a shit about Peggy Abbott.
And that bit's fair enough, but Liz is like, that is the worst thing anyone's ever said.
Seriously, what is up with Liz's reactions to everything?
Except understanding that Enid feels left out. That's the only thing that she's like, I just don't get it.
Oh my God.
But Jessica's like, look, so he was rude on one day. You have no idea what might have been going on in his life to cause that. Like, this is kind of nuts. And Liz won't back down and is like, Jonathan Cain is bad news. I have a strong feeling about this. Stay away from him. And Jessica rightly says, considering the mess you made of your love life, I don't think you're in a position to tell me how to behave with guys.
I mean, she's got her there.
True. But then we cut to another POV, a young man, and he is driven by hunger.
Yes, apparently the empty gnawing ache is back. And I love that it's just like a young man, the young man. It's like, ooh, who could it possibly be? So he's skulking around the shadows, around the woods near Miller's Point, apparently. You can hear music and kind of searches out the source of the noise. Sees a car parked further up the hill and he can hear laughter and conversation and it's taunting him, whetting his hunger.
Yes. His heart pounds eagerly, and then he's there. The car is just within reach. His hand tingled and his mouth watered in anticipation. No! His mind screamed. He presses his hands against the side of his head and moaned, as if the conflict in his brain were an actual battle being fought with guns and knives.
Oh no! So apparently his willpower pushes him on and he runs in the opposite direction, putting distance between him and the car's temptation. So he's near the bottom of a hill and a small animal scurries across his path. So unfortunately for that little squirrel, he manages to catch him with his bare hands and sinks to the ground with the squirming animal. So yeah, minutes later, he's somewhat sated, but he's got a bitter taste in his tongue. But he's relieved he'd managed not to drink from a human this time.
I mean, I'm not surprised he's not satisfied. Squirrels are pretty small. Like, you wouldn't get much out.
So tiny. No, they don't juice in a squirrel.
So yes, he's proud of himself, but he knows that he hopes that the other night animals will be enough. But then a vision of long blonde hair swims before his eyes, and his terrible hunger returns, tearing through his heart with agony.
Oh no.
Well, we cut to Jessica. Basically, she's having a dream about looking for her diamond earring in a big in a tip, basically. But
in a dumpster, yeah.
Yes. And instead of finding the diamond underneath the garbage bags, she finds her own dead body.
Oh no. So she wakes up with a start. She's really scared, like her heart's pounding, and she's like, oh my God, okay, it was just a nightmare, everything's fine. But then she realizes that Jasmine is like yowling and meowing like crazy. So Jessica sits up and sees that it's 3 a.m. And she can see Jasmine's like clawing at the window or trying to like climb up to the windowsill. And she's like, what is going on with this cat? She's like, a cat that howls at the moon? How crazy. So she hops out of bed to kind of go over to Jasmine as well. To just be like, what's going on, kitty? If only she could talk.
Well, bear in mind, to get to Jasmine, the carpet, she has to pick her way. We're told she stepped gingerly through the piles of debris.
Yikes.
Discarded clothes, CDs, SKUs and magazines until she finds Jasmine, and she realizes the window is open a crack, and then she sees something sparkle on the windowsill and realizes it's her diamond earring. Jasmine begins to howl and claw Jessica's shoulder, and instead of just putting her down like you should do with a cat, she grabs the kitten's paws and is like, take it easy, she said in a warning tone. Set this poor little animal free.
Honestly, I mean, if Jasmine could talk, she'd be saying, someone help me. This woman stole me out of a tree and I would like to go back to my actual owners.
Well, when Jessica picks up the earring, ignoring the cat's hissing and attempts to get free, Jesus Christ. She wonders,
Jasmine.
Yeah. She wonders as if been there the whole time, or did someone just put it there? And as she glances at the dark, empty street below, a knot of fear clenches in her stomach. Well, we cut to Friday afternoon, and Lila is banging on about Beau again as they leave Matt's, and they have been having a very lockdown experience, I think. Because
you're right. Yes, very lockdown movie club kind of vibe.
Yeah.
They both got a video and watched it at the same time and talked on the phone while they were watching.
Yeah.
Very cute.
That's what me and my sisters used to do a Thursday Sassmouth Dames screening. We'd like pick a classic like women's picture recommended by the Sassmouth Dames Film Club, and then we would each press play at the same time and watch it and like text each other, and it was actually really nice. So I'm 100.
Yeah,
I think that was
it's a great show.
thing.
We had It definitely was. We had a Friday night movie night as well with a gang of friends, but it would, in our case, it would be more like a terrible action movie from the 90s, usually with like Jean-Claude Van Damme or someone. It was the best crack.
So I am 100% on Lila's side because Jessica's acting like this is absolutely nuts. But she's also more concerned with her own appearance because she's wondering, like, would Jonathan like hers up or down? And then Lila spots the earring, and Jessica doesn't actually say what happened because of her creepy nightmare, I guess. She's just like, oh, I guess it must have stuck to my sweater or my jacket when it fell out of my ear and it just somehow ended up in my room.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's something kind of weird about it. And
because when she says that to Lila, we do kind of get Jessica's kind of thought at the time is like, I wish I believed that. So she knows that it's not actually what happened, but she can't explain it. But it's too creepy to think about it too much, really.
Exactly. So she's not listening to Enid or to Lila at all.
No one listens to Enid.
Oh, at least I've remembered her name. But even if I was using it for the wrong character. But Jessica's like, I don't consider watching videos with a guy who's hundreds of miles away a date. A date is when he takes you on a motorcycle ride. You've got your arms wrapped around him. Yeah, which you forced on him.
Very much so. You kind of didn't give him much of a choice.
So her and Lila banter about French again, and it is quite funny. But she doesn't, because French is her favourite subject, because of course she needs Jonathan. And when she saunters into the classroom, we're told she took a seat next to his and flashed him a bright smile. As usual, he ignored her. I love a challenge, she thought. Completely undaunted. Like, you are so needy and stalkery and desperate that I cannot believe she dares judge anybody. Like, she's sure that he's trying to cover up his feelings because he couldn't face his attraction to her. Yeah, Jessica, that's it.
Loves a challenge, can't take a hint. She's really on one.
It's kind of amazing. Like, it's just so not a second of doubt, like, or even wondering if she could possibly, be mistaken. But no, it's just like, oh no, he just fancies me too much.
It's just that unshakable self-confidence. Like, it is quite admirable, but just, misguided in certain cases. Just leave him alone.
Well, then she takes pen to paper.
Oh, God. Yes. So she writes a note for him saying, Dear Jonathan, thanks for yesterday. So she's like, I know you had fun too. When are you taking me for another ride on your motorcycle? Love, Jessica. So she kind of puts it onto his desk. He slaps his hand on the note like he's swatting a fly. So Jessica is literally there holding her breath, waiting. And after a few long moments, he just crumples up the note without even reading it and throws it on the floor.
As if it were nothing more than a piece of garbage.
My God.
And for once, Jessica's like, what? Is he really rejecting me? For real?
For real? This does not happen.
Yes, Jessica, he has rejected you multiple times.
Yeah, she's just refusing to hear it.
Well, we cut to the Oracle office where Liz can't write or concentrate. And her mind is whirling madly on its own, refusing to obey his orders. Is she worried about her best friend who she insulted and upset? No, she's just thinking about the canoe paddle and Joey.
Joey, I swear to God, yeah. So she's just going around in circles with this. She can't stop thinking about Joey. She's kind of expecting him to just show up, and it's driving her crazy. And it's like, yeah, dude, because he's stalking you. It's very concerning. But she thinks her relationship with Todd is too important for her to take any foolish risks. Like, she doesn't want to call Joey in case he gets the wrong idea. But I do feel like she should probably call him and be like, okay, look, we're just friends. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Don't fucking come to my school and put stuff in my locker, you big weirdo. But yeah, so she's kind of on edge. She's like, what if he comes here today? So the rest of the crew in the Oracle head off because it's after 4:00. So they're all, and it's Friday as well. So they're like, all right, we're out of here. So she's on her own in the office. Again, just kind of like going around in circles. Then she can hear footsteps in the hallway. So she's startled by this. And she's like, oh my God, they're coming this way. And she's like, oh my God, it's Joey. He's back. He's come back. What am I going to say to him? But then who appears in the doorway? It's not Joey.
Yes. It's Jonathan Cain! And the sight of his pale face and feverish blue eyes made her skin crawl. On behalf of my nation, I am insulted. That is like...
She gasps, recoiling in horror. It's so rude.
Like, the majority of white people in this country have blue eyes of some description and very, very pale skin. So I just love that this is horrific to this. I just can't deal with it.
Oh god! Now, I guess in fairness, Jonathan isn't exactly normal in this interaction either. He doesn't even say hello. He just is like, "I know how much power you have over your sister Elizabeth." He says, "It's like, all right, hi to you too, Jonathan. We interact like a human."
And in fairness, all she does is squeak.
So he's like, "If you want to protect Jessica, keep her away from me." And then he's gone. She's like, "What the fuck? What was that?"
Like, does he actually disappear? Like, in front of her eyes? Because...
Does he turn into a bat? I have questions, because he literally disappears. It's crazy. Has she even looked away? Apparently, before she can say anything, Jonathan is gone. And it's like, what? Bat? I don't know. What's going on?
And she looks out the corridor, there's no sign, and she knows with gut certainty that Jonathan Cain was going to bring disaster to Sweet Valley High.
Oh my god. So funny.
Well, we cut to the Dairy Burger where Jessica is reeling from the rejection, but she's like, she thinks she should hate him, but no guy is worth this much trouble. But she knows that's not true. He's worth everything. We learned that the Dairy Burger has been deserted since the murder. I mean, that is not the first murder in this town. Like, Margot went on a spree.
Very true. She really did, yeah. But apparently Jessica feels drawn to the Dairy Burger, even though it's like literally where she found a body. What about everyone else? You think she'd be kind of traumatized by being around there, but I guess not.
We also learned that when she left the class earlier, she hid around the corner and peeked to see if Jonathan would pick up the note after, when he was leaving. But he just stomped on it on his way out the door.
She's like, how can he do that to me? Why won't he just admit that he cares for me?
It's so bad that that's her thing. It's not like, how could he do this to me? I feel so hurt and rejected and sad. It's like, why can't he admit that he loves me? Like,
she is just a woman on a mission. It's just not even part of the equation that maybe he's not into her. Like, it's not an option. Yes. At all.
So she spots a miserable goth on the other side of the restaurant, sitting by herself. Even the thick black circles of eyeliner and the purplish red lipstick couldn't cover up the gloomy look on the girl's face. And Jessica somehow knows this would be guy trouble. And as the girl pushes her hair back, Jessica thinks there's something familiar about this forlorn little goth.
Yeah, so she thinks, oh my God, it's Enid, she realises, amazed. Apparently the transformation was incredible. Enid looked almost glamorous. She just couldn't fucking let her have this one, could she?
Yeah, she thinks, I guess the magazine ads are true with the white cosmetic and clothes. Even Total Nerd has a chance. And she wonders who Enid is moping over, because she thinks most of the girls who are wearing the gothic style had massive crushes on Jonathan. But Jessica considered Enid too smart to go after someone so obviously out of her league. Bitch, he is out of your league. Clearly, like, he is rejecting you in a very humiliating way, repeatedly. Like, Jesus Christ.
More than once. Like, dude, like, it was so funny that this almost sounded like a compliment for Enid too. It's like, consider her too smart to go after someone so obviously out of her league. Oh my God, you're so mean.
And then she's like, I assume whoever she's after is someone who wore thick glasses and whose idea of a hot Saturday night was computer chess and bologna sandwiches. Where's this coming from? Like, Enid has had hot boyfriends.
Yeah, that dude Hugh, like, he was a hot, sporty dude. Like.
Yeah, and George Warren, I know he cheated on her with Robin, but like, True. He was like a gorgeous hunk. And then there was Lila's, or who was it? Who went to, it was her cousin who Lila fancied and who went out with Jenny.
Yeah. But yeah, like George Warren, he was like, he flew planes and stuff. Like, she's been out with hot dudes. It's not like she goes after nerds and that's all she can get. You know, Enid's got game.
Yeah. But Jessica thinks, what the heck, even Elizabeth's drippy friend is a better ear than no ear at all. So she joins Enid in the booth and basically says, what has he done? Or let me guess, you just had your heart broken. And Enid's like, he acts as if he doesn't know I exist. Jessica's like, sounds familiar. And Enid can't forget about him. He's so gorgeous. She keeps seeing his mysterious dark blue eyes. And gradually Jessica realizes it's Jonathan Cain and is shocked that Enid thought she had a chance with him. I mean, you don't have a chance with them, so why not her?
You don't either, bitch. Yeah. So poor Enid, she's really upset. She's like, no one understands how much I love him. I haven't been able to eat or sleep, and I'm flunking every subject. Elizabeth thinks I'm crazy, and maybe I am, but I know he's the guy for me. So it turns out that Enid's grades have been suffering because of this crush. Like, it's really kind of taken over her life.
Yeah.
So Enid's really upset. She's crying. She's like, I just have to meet him, but nothing seems to work. I even followed him home after school a few days ago. And Jessica raises her eyebrows and goes, oh, really? And then thinks, why didn't I think of that?
So Enid is literally sobbing, eyeliner pandasting all over the face. And Jessica sort of wheedles the address out of her. Like, does he live near you? And like, no, it's Forest Lane. Forest Lane's very long. Are you sure you got the right house? And basically gets the exact address. And then is like, this was great fun, Enid, but I gotta run. And we learn that when she leaves, she's more determined than ever to catch Jonathan, and thinks Enid has helped her, and it sure helps to talk things over with someone who understands, Jessica thought, chuckling. They're all chuckling and chortling in this book, like, really?
Very much. Oh, everyone's an absolute lunatic in this book.
They are.
And I'm so excited for the next two. Like, I can't wait for this to escalate even further.
Yeah, I just noticed on my notes, she chuckles like a fucking maniac as she sets off. And vows that someday her and Jonathan Cain will once more ride along the Valley Crest Highway. And she arrives at her own actual house first, but Liz is out calling for Jasmine, and like, Jasmine is trying to get out of that house and doubtless go home.
Yeah, poor Jasmine. She's made her escape, but Liz is out looking for her. Jessica gets a bit panicky. She's like, oh no, and is upset at the thought of her kitten wandering around lost and frightened. So she's freaking out. So they go, okay, look, let's split up and see if we can find her. So obviously all thoughts of Jonathan have been shoved to the side just for the moment until they find Jasmine.
Yes. So Jessica hits the streets, and it's dark. There's still no sign of Jasmine. And then finally she hears a meowing down, and it's the Beckwith's house, because again, Cheryl and Annie Hu.
I feel like this is why John Pfeiffer is back in the mix, because we're working off some kind of outdated series Bible or something where it's like, yes, the Beckwiths are still their neighbours. Cheryl has disappeared off the face of the earth. She never moved here. And and John is not a rapist. So that's the reality we're living in now, apparently.
Yes. So a shadowy figure, she finds Jasmine in the tree, and then a shadowy figure steps out from behind it. And Jessica thinks, what if that's the killer and Jasmine recognises him?
Oh my God.
Like, seriously? It's just insane. But of course, when she's
stupid.
She realizes it's Jonathan, and she's like, ho, ho, ho. She laughs giddily. It's like, the guy crushed her heart only a few hours before, and here he was, hanging out in her neighbour's front yard. Men are so illogical. She's about to sneak up behind him, put her hands over his eyes, and do guess who? Like, she is unhinged.
Oh my God. But he spins around and faces her before she can. So she's grinning. But Jonathan steps back from her like he's frightened. And Jessica's like, I knew it. Guys can be so predictable at times. So she's like, okay, don't tell me, Jonathan. You just happen to be in my neighborhood, but you aren't really interested in seeing me. So he doesn't react. His face is like a stone mask. And again, she just kind of keeps sort of taunting him. She's like, oh, I suppose some silly girl broke your poor heart ages ago, or you're afraid I'm interested in you for the wrong reasons, because I like your motorbike, or I want you to help me with my French homework. He hasn't said anything for all of this. She's just kind of babbling at him. Apparently Jasmine is above them in the tree going bananas this whole time. And he's just like, get your cat and go home, Jessica. You don't know who might be out tonight. And she's like, how do you know it was my cat? But look, she's just like, yeah, okay, grand. She kind of obeys him anyway without question. So she climbs the tree, gets Jasmine, who's shaking and just still hissing and freaking out. And when she returns to Jonathan's side, the kitten hisses at him.
She does say,
I don't know, maybe she does recognize it.
But she does say, this is my friend Jonathan. Why, friend? Based on what? Seriously.
Oh my God. I know, she's like, she moves closer to him. Jasmine tried to claw his face.
Well, Jessica feels dizzy just looking at him with lust, basically, including his dark red lips. His dark red lips were scowling at her. She wanted so badly to kiss him. Her knees were shaking. Like,
oh God.
Okay, I'm just seeing Bob. I just see Bob.
That's just who it is now. Like, best case Joker, worst case Bob.
Or the other way around. So they hear Liz calling her, and then Jonathan like steps into the shadows, and when Jessica turns back to him, he's gone. And
He's gone again.
We're told it's as if he melted into the darkness, she mused. But she's basically trembling with lust.
Yes, she is just so horny for Jonathan. She just cannot cope. Thinks to herself, you're going to be mine soon, Jonathan. She promised herself, I will find a way.
How dare she call anyone else desperate or pathetic ever again? After
Honestly,
this absolute nonsense.
Shameless. Totally shameless.
Well, Liz is enraged because she saw Jonathan, and Jessica's like, I don't want to hear bad things about the guy the guy I love. And she's fussing over Jasmine. And Jessica's like, there's nothing you could say that would stop me caring for Jonathan. And Liz tells her about Jonathan's visit to the Oracle office and how he told her to, get Jessica to stay away from him. And Jessica raises her fists in victory and cries, yes!
Oh God. But Liz is just like, no, I'm not kidding. Like, you have to take this seriously. You have to listen to me. But Jessica just doesn't want to hear it from Liz. As far as she's concerned, she's like won this round. So
she's chuckling again.
Not interested. Oh,
she keeps chuckling. It's the least sexy of laughter.
Honest to God. Yeah, but she's just like, this is a win for her because this means, he realizes he won't be able to resist me for too much longer. I'm almost there. But Liz is like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're going to get in deep trouble if you don't stop chasing him. But yeah, she's just like, you have to stay away from him. And Jessica's like, nope, not going to do that. He loves me.
Where Liz does think sometimes Jessica acted as if she didn't have a brain cell in her skull. True. And she does remind her there's a murderer on the loose, and then Jonathan starts shows up acting weird, and she's like, oh, this is about Enid. You think Jonathan is terrible because your best friend's grades have dropped thanks to her crush on him. And Liz is like, oh, I didn't know anything about Enid's grades. Of course you didn't. But she keeps begging Jessica to stay away from him, and Jessica says, I promise to stay away from Jonathan unless he asks me out. Then the deal is off for like a month or a few weeks. And somehow this satisfies Liz, that Jessica will stay away from him for an indeterminate amount of time unless he asks her out.
So indeterminate. But it is so funny that, slightly earlier, I think Jessica figures when she realizes that Enid is so besotted with Jonathan, she's like, oh, this is why Liz wants me to keep away from him, because that makes sense for her because, she doesn't want Enid and me to be going after the same guy. But it turns out Liz doesn't give a shit about Enid and what she wants. And it's all about her bad feeling about Jonathan. Like, she does not care less about Enid.
No, absolutely nothing. No. So she finally vows, and Jess and Liz is suspects that Jessica was crossing her fingers behind her back, but just decides she's going to have to keep close tabs on her.
Yes.
So I guess, is this the next night? Or is it this night? But, no, it is. It's the next night.
No,
it's the next night.
Saturday night.
Yeah, because Jessica gets out of the pool and Liz is all, haven't we had a brilliant day together? Just the two of us hanging around. And then we're going to have a classic Bogart movie night. And Jessica barely fakes enthusiasm for this plan. Like,
yeah. Well, at one point she gets slightly too enthusiastic and sounds sarcastic, and she's like, "No, I need to play this much cooler."
yeah.
Because of course she's up to something. As always, she's scheming. So she's come up with a brilliant plan, apparently, to outsmart her nosy sister. So she goes for a shower after they have had their swim.
Yes.
And then like she's actually really fast in the shower, but leaves it running. So in the meantime, she's getting ready and all dressed up for Jonathan, because she's got a plan.
Yes, she does. By the way, there is a moment when Liz is talking about how much she's looking forward to spending, just an evening hanging out, watching films. Jessica winced inwardly at something that came close to a twinge of guilt. She covered it up with a giggle. Just says it all.
What? Oh my God. She's not well.
She really isn't, even by her standards. So, she gets dressed up in the outfit, which you will describe later. She hopes it will show her serious side, because we're told she's more than a superficial beauty, and she's more than superficial beauty at good times. That's a lie. I mean,
yeah, that's not true.
Nothing else going on there.
It's her whole deal.
Yeah. So she gets dressed with lightning speed and then looks at herself in the mirror and whispers, "Tonight, Jonathan."
God, I'm more scared for Jonathan than her, I have to say.
Rightly so. So poor old innocent Liz, when she goes off and has a shower, and when Liz is when the shower is running, Jessica makes her escape. Jasmine tries to escape too. This poor cat is trying to get home. My notes do say release Jasmine. Like,
just release the Calico Drive one, honestly. Let her go home.
Seriously. It's so terrible. Well, we got to Enid's house, where she's pacing across her bedroom thinking, I should be with Jonathan tonight.
Yeah, now she still hasn't managed to talk to him, of course, but she's practiced it in front of her mirror hundreds of times. But she just feels kind of like everyone's turned against her when she needs them, like her mother apparently, and now Liz, because her mother has given her loads of shit because her grades are slipping and she's not doing well in history. The guidance counselor I think rang home and told her mother about it. So now she's grounded. So she's just like, no one understands. And, if they knew how I feel about Jonathan, then maybe they'd know why all these things have become meaningless to me. So she's just like, no, she can't give him up. Her longing for him is unbearably strong and it hurts to be away from him. So she had promised herself to forget her crush on Jonathan, but it was impossible. How can I live without my soulmate? She wondered.
Oh my God, the drama of it all. So she changes into another black dress. Oh no. Because we're told that her mother, this is so amazing. Like, bear in mind, she's literally just dyed her hair and is wearing eyeliner. Like, how many girls in the 90s were doing that? But Enid's mother has claimed that her daughter has, quote, turned into a freak show queen. That sounds amazing.
Oh, honestly, yeah, good for her. But also, she's literally just wearing a black dress and has black hair. That's it. She's the most mildly goth girl. She's not even wearing fishnet sleeves or anything, for God's sake.
And poor little Enid thinks how Elizabeth looked at her with disgust the last time they'd spoken. Oh, like, come on.
Poor Enid. I know.
Yeah.
I love goth Enid and I want the best for her.
Well, and the best for her is not Pob, because she does fantasize about, she imagines just kissing his Pob lips, his dark, full lips. No. And then sneaks out of she sneaks out of the house with a whispered monologue.
Oh God. Is there any other kind?
I'm going to be with Jonathan soon, she whispered as she drives off to the lonely mansion.
Oh my God, yes, she's out of here. She's on the way to Forest Lane or whatever it was. Oh God, but in the meantime, back in the casa, Liz has slipped into a comfortable outfit. She's drying off her hair. She's looking forward to watching some movies with Jessica. Apparently she's also rented an action-adventure one to surprise her with. So she kind of calls down the stairs. Like, it is quite sweet, but all this is just, her trying to keep tabs on Jessica too.
True.
So she kind of calls down the stairs. She's like, throw on some popcorn. But she kind of realizes she's been neglecting Jessica recently and she's glad for the chance to make it up to her. Even though her motive is to keep her out of trouble. But she's kind of, she's in her room and has made a point of ignoring Joey's canoe paddle that she's hidden in the back corner of her wardrobe. Because what the fuck are you supposed to do with a big canoe paddle, honestly? Like...
And it's so huge. Like,
unwieldy.
How did you get it out of school? Walking along with this
without any questions.
giant decorated paddle. But yeah, she considers displaying it because it's like, well, it's just Camp Echo Mountain. Like, everyone knows I was in Camp Echo Mountain. But of course, it makes her think too much of Joey, so she's not going to do that. But she starts putting her hair in a French plait and she's singing along to the radio. But then there's a news bulletin.
Yes, the music is interrupted. So she hears an announcer say the body of a young woman was found near Seca Lake this evening by an elderly couple. So Liz is horrified by this. A whisper of terror passes through her. Apparently, police have not yet identified the body. A Caucasian woman with blonde hair, believed to be in her mid to late teens. The cause of death has been confirmed as exsanguination, the draining of the blood. Very helpful.
I love how they're announcing this, that like a teenage girl's body, giving kind of descriptions, like that she's blonde, has been announced before. Like, it's happened that evening. There's no indication that anyone's telling family or anything like that. No. Nothing. So, of course, Liz's twin radar buzzes and she's like, well, Jessica's at home, isn't she?
Oh, so she jumps up, runs downstairs. She's suddenly really anxious to just like see Jessica and make sure that she's safe. So the television is blaring, but Jess isn't watching it. She runs around the house, into the kitchen. No sign of Jessica. Not in her room, not anywhere upstairs, not in the bathroom. She's like, Jessica, answer me. But yeah, there's no sign of her anywhere. Apparently Jasmine is meowing crazily near the door because she's just trying to get home this whole time. And Liz realizes the Jeep is gone and Jessica has tricked her.
She's gone. Yeah, she rings Lila, and Lila's like, oh, why are you home on a Saturday night? Where's Todd? But she can't stay on the phone because she's watching another French film with Beau. And this is all like, okay, maybe Jessica just went to the shops, but she has a bad feeling and she rings everybody, finally rings Todd.
Yeah.
Like, it never strikes either of them that, like, look, the police wouldn't, surely they wouldn't be giving details of this corpse before telling family. Though, in fairness, in this town, who knows?
Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? I mean, apparently the fucking Sweet Valley News had the whole scoop on Dean Mattingly before his parents even knew about it.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, but also this sounds like it happened earlier in the evening and Jessica was literally just like, the only time that has elapsed is Liz having a shower.
Yeah,
pretty much drying off her hair. Like it's like 20 minutes at most. But yeah, so she rings Todd. She's in a heap. She's really upset because she doesn't know where Jessica is, and she's obviously heard this news report about a blonde girl found dead at Seca Lake. So Todd is like, I'll be right over. Like, in fairness to Todd, he's just like, yes, you're upset. I will be there for you, because he knows how upset she gets when anything is up with Jessica.
Yes. And I mean, Jessica nearly did have her head chopped off by Frank Cobra not that long ago.
Mere weeks ago.
So Liz realizes she's been taking his, love and support for granted, and she sure has.
Yeah.
So we cut to Forest Lane, and Jessica stops in front of this crumbling old mansion and thinks it looks like a witch's castle. She's like, it can't be Jonathan's house. If it is, well, then his parents must be remodeling it. And, surely it's nicer on the inside. But of course, it's super creepy. There's a big hole in the steps in the porch, which she nearly falls through. But being Jessica, she thinks, nothing will stop me, Jonathan.
So she knocks on the door. She's giddy with anticipation, but also has a twinge of fear. And so that we just kind of leave her knocking on the door.
We cut back to the casa where Liz is in a frenzy of worry when she hears a car arrive, and she's sure it's Todd, so she runs to the door and opens it. But it's somebody with curly light brown hair, emerald green eyes, and full red lips. It's Bob.
Oh, God. Joey, she whispered breathlessly. So apparently they just stare into each other's eyes for a few moments. Liz is like, oh, God, what the fuck? But then realizes he's gorgeous. Joey takes a step closer and they're in a tight embrace. And he says he's missed her so much. Liz feels like as if she's waited forever for this moment. All her thoughts and worries seem to float away. So like Jessica's disappearance, dead body at Seca Lake, Doesn't matter. Joey's here.
It is shocking. Like her possibly dead sister is like, who cares?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't care. Once she sees those red lips, it's game over.
Well, meanwhile, poor old Toddles, an innocent victim in all this, is stuck in traffic. He's really worried about Liz. And then he drives, finally arrives at Calico Drive, and he's really worried when he sees the door is ajar. But what a sight meets his eyes.
Poor Todd. He doesn't deserve this.
No.
He pushes open the door. His heart jumps to his throat. His feet felt like they were sinking through the floor as he gaped in silent shock at the sight before him. Elizabeth was in the arms of another guy.
Seriously, Todd.
Again.
It's like Bruce and the Sarong all over again.
This poor guy.
Oh my God. Get out while you can, Todd. Like, seriously, she does not deserve you.
No, like, I mean, God, I know we were very anti-Todd for a long time, but like, he doesn't deserve this fucking bullshit. Like,
absolutely
cut your
not.
losses and go, my man. You shouldn't have to put up with this.
You really don't. Well, we cut back to Jessica. She's banging on the door of the mansion. She finally kicks it in frustration, and she's about to leave when the door opens and a strong arm pulls her inside.
Oh, God. So she looks up at Jonathan, because of course it is him. A strange, cold excitement filled her. Apparently he's holding a crystal goblet of deep red wine.
But he doesn't drink wine.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What could be in that goblet? The only source of light are 3 red candles in a wall sconce. And but luckily there's a side table. I love
what happened to all the suddenly the hall is perfectly like decorated with red candles and sconces and a whole table and his fucking crystal goblet. It's like, I'm sorry, is this house an absolute kip? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, like if not that long ago we're being told that the kitchen just had a cooker that was like on its side in the middle of the room, but now they've don't worry,
rusted through.
Yeah.
With a giant rat just scurrying around.
But don't worry, there's like a nice little side table for him to put down his wine goblet in the hall.
Yes. It's just very, very red wine.
Yes. So Jessica's breath came in laboured gasps, then stopped altogether as Jonathan pulled her into his arms. Softly, he touched his lips to hers. A small sound of wonder came from Jessica's throat. Now, people did point out a long time ago that these books are essentially vampire erotica, and it pretty much starts now.
Very true. Oh, God. Yes, so like the kiss goes on. Jonathan deepens the kiss, sending sharp tingles up and down her spine. She can hear the sound of her blood rushing in her ears like a tidal wave. She's dizzy and lightheaded.
And after several glorious moments of ecstasy, where were those hands, Jonathan?
Hands where we can see him.
He suddenly ends the kiss and pushes her roughly away. Jessica looks at him with pain and confusion in her eyes.
You shouldn't have come here, Jessica Wakefield, he whispered. It may have been the biggest mistake of your life.
And that is the end of Tall, Dark and Deadly. And it was deadly in every sense of the word.
Oh my gosh. So fucking stupid. I love it.
Can you read us out, please? Do you have the little tag at the end?
Yes, I sure do. Okay. Don't miss Sweet Valley High, number 127, Dance of Death. The second book in this chilling 3-part miniseries. Experience the horror lurking in the dark shadows of Sweet Valley.
And for once, we don't just mean Jessica Wakefield.
Oh my God. I do enjoy that. On the UK covers at least, this mini-series is called like the Dark Shadows trilogy. Which is fun.
It's amazing. So, after all that, do we have any stats and outfits?
Oh boy, do we.
I cannot wait.
Let's see. Let's go with stats. So, the Wakefield blondness got 9 mentions, which is Quite a healthy showing.
Ooh. Was a lot of that Jonathan sort of thinking the long blonde hair, or was that separate?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of that. The blue-green eyes. Blue-green eyes got 6, which is also...
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
like
good.
Usually when there's a lot of one, there's like hardly any of the other, but it's a strong showing on both.
Okay,
for
that's
this
good.
one.
That's good.
Jonathan's blue eyes got 9 mentions.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also, and in fact, his black hair got 6, so he's actually 2 for 2 with the Wakefields on hair and eye colour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thinking about it, there were quite a lot of mentions, so yeah, that doesn't surprise me so much.
His red lips got 4 mentions. Enid's new black hair got 6 mentions.
Oh, well, deserved.
Happy for her.
Yes, same.
Joey's green eyes got 5 mentions, and the fucker was barely in the book.
What? Wow. Okay, that's really surprising. I guess Liz was doodling like Joey Green Eyes.
Exactly. She was thinking about him a lot. His red lips got 1 mention, which is one too fucking many.
Completely. Wow.
Pierre Jovet was mentioned 3 times.
Not enough.
No, it wasn't enough. But to be fair, those 3 times were literally within like a page and a half of each other. Like it was all very sudden and very a lot.
Fair.
So I think, we definitely have like a new ghostwriter in the mix, because you see these little things popping up where they didn't usually. So people roll their eyes 11 times, which
relatable
is a lot. Like usually it's the blushing and the flushing, but it's eye rolls are like the big thing at this point.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay, yeah.
Like that's not, it hasn't been such a recurring thing that I've felt need to count it before. So a lot of eye rolling, and also people like wrinkling their nose. It happens 4 times.
God, I think I might have characters doing both of those things quite a lot in my books. Well, I don't want to have too much in common with this ghostwriter.
No, that's okay. Well, okay, this will reassure you so, because apparently Jonathan Cain is referred to as being Jessica's destiny 3 times.
Oh, if you say so.
And she says he will be mine 3 times also. So
yes. God, and this is after Wayne's World, so this is quite impressive.
There you go.
Wow.
God, so that's it for it's quite a lot on the stat front, I have to say. Like
that is
there's
excellent.
a lot of recurring stuff, which is delightful.
I love it.
So now we are going to do some outfits.
Okay. Yeah, we are.
So we had Todd in his absolutely outrageous black jeans and black t-shirt. I mean, what the hell?
What?
But then Winston decided to mix it up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
He was also wearing black, but with a huge fluorescent green polka dot tie.
I love this.
He put his own spin on it. Good for him. Apparently Maria bought him the tie so she can tell him apart from the crowd.
Yeah, I love
which is
that.
very cute.
Again,
sweet.
the best couple.
Honestly, by fucking miles, they are the best couple in this school. Okay, we'd have brief mention of something Olivia Davidson was wearing in the Oracle office, because at one point, when Maria is waiting to hear back about her article, she's staring absently at the green feather hanging from Olivia's earring.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very, very arty.
Oh, so arty. Oh my God. She shops at Blue Parrot. Then we have Enid, lovely goth Enid with her jet black hair.
Best character.
So we find out her earrings that Liz is so fucking scandalized by. They're a pair of pewter skull and crossbones earrings with tiny red stones in the eye sockets.
Yes, goth Enid.
Love it. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, amazing.
We're not done yet. So when we're in BB's, Jessica's looking for just the right dress to get Jonathan's attention, and Lila suggests a cream-coloured Angora sweater dress.
Oh, come on.
Which,
it's better than the peach knitted tunic that Liz
very
was
true. Yes,
wearing last time, but yeah, not great.
No, but Jessica, she finds the perfect weapon, and it's a short red silk dress. It's beautiful and drop dead sexy. We later learned that it has sleeves, because she mentions the price tag flapping like a kite on her sleeve. So I guess it's got long sleeves, or maybe it's got sleeves of some sort anyway. So short red silk, it's got sleeves. that's kind of as much as we know about it. But obviously, it's enough to to ensnare Jonathan enough for a little spin around on his motorbike.
Sure is.
Then we also have, oh yes, okay, this is what Jessica is wearing on the cover when she's getting dressed up.
Yes,
to go to Jonathan's house. It's a blue silk dress. It's long with full length narrow sleeves, a scooped neckline trimmed with delicate white lace. It's very different from her usual style, but it's perfect for that night.
Oh, it certainly is, because I'm telling you, that is what I'm going to be wearing at Halloween this year, because that is basically the dress that the one of the first white vampires in Sinners wears when they turn up at the club.
Oh,
don't pick Robin clean. Gotta pick Robin clean. That's what me and Patrick are going to do for Halloween. We've got the banjo and everything.
Dude,
turn it off people's doors.
Shit, that's so good. Oh my God, I love it.
Just get some fake blood going down the chin. Get the banjo out. Do a little dance.
Job done.
It's a good Halloween costume. Yep.
That's so you. That is so you and Patrick as well. Oh my God.
I know. We were a bit worried when we saw it because we were like, oh shit, is that us? I mean,
yeah. Oopsie. Amazing.
It is a great film.
I didn't even make. It's so fucking good. I really want to go see it again. I fucking loved Sinners, man. Oh my God, it was brilliant.
But yeah, well, so you can just imagine Jessica doing pick poor Robin clean outside the door. Doing little moves with her banjo, back and forth, coordinated.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I feel it's quite suitable for a vampire house.
My God, who knew? Like, yeah, the perfect dress. Then, Enid, she's sneaking out. She wears a short black dress. That's all we know about it, though. But she also has black boots. So, you know, she's gone so far into the goth territory now. Oh, my God. There's no coming back. And then we're just finishing out with Liz. So when she hops out of the shower, she puts on a fuzzy grey sweater and some worn, comfortable jeans, which does sound quite nice and comfy, but quite boring too. Because it's Liz. Because we've just had so many amazing like goth outfits, and Jessica's like blue silk dress with her choker. It's like, yeah, those are the ones.
That's the thing. It just feels like a come down to be just wearing, you know, after the glory of goth Enid, that this square has the gall to mock goth Enid. Not even mock her, be disgusted by her. Like, it's so harsh and judgmental.
So rude. What's her problem with black hair? Honestly, people dye their hair, Liz. Get over it.
Well, is that it? Because that's a lot.
That's it for outfits. That's only like the second, like that's half a book, and there was that many outfits. Like, these vampire stories are delivering, and I'm loving it.
They sure are. Well, listeners, what did you think of part 2 of Tall, Dark and Deadly? Were you as appalled as we are by the judgmental attitude of Liz towards poor little goth Enid? Were you as happy as we are that Enid found some goth pals?
I'm delighted.
Have we succeeded in putting Pob into the imaginations of people who had never heard of that horrible little creature before?
Horrible little gremlin. I can only apologise.
Imagine living like 40 years of your life or more being unaware of Pob, and then now he's thrust upon you, so to speak.
Nobody wanted this.
Well, do please let us know what you thought. We are, of course, on all social media at SVH Podcast.
Yes, you can send us an email at svhpodcast@gmail.com.
And we are most active on Instagram, where Ghosts of Sweet Valley got the tagging started. She said, I am the kitten victim of kitten napper Jessica Wakefield. I get my vengeance watching Jessica slip into a delirium of hallucinations induced by cat scratch fever. That would make sense.
It really would. Also, we have to say thank you to Maria Teresa Biblioteca, our good librarian pal, who found Dean Mattingly, because he did, of course, appear in Cheating to Win back when Tony Esteban was all hopped up on steroids and cheating at running. And Dean Mattingly was some big competition from Big Mesa. So I did enjoy Plucky Insolence said, I was Dean Mattingly, Big Mesa's top sprinter, the guy who made Patman and Esteban nervous at the starting line. But speed means nothing when a vampire rolls up on a Harley, trained to outrun rivals, but not to outrun the undead.
Oh, poor Dean. R.I.P. Jen B. Gill said, I'm one of Jessica's diamond earrings. So tired of this vapid creature that I hurled myself into the garbage at the Dairy Burger, even though I ended up in a dumpster with a dead body. Worth it. Oh, I love this
Very
from Bible.
understandable.
I love this from Bible Flickette. I've the newly opened Gothic look store, ready to step the squares away from the sets. In most towns, I'm regarded as a totally normal teens shop.
There you go. And speaking of Sweet Valley businesses, Silent Spaces said, I'm Sweet Valley Picnics Catering, getting rich selling cheese and sparkling cider to those middle-aged teens.
I missed Fury Girl 10 said, I'm Miss Dalton. I used to be considered young and pretty, but after dealing with all these energy and emotional vampires, I'm now as haggard as the Dairy Burger staff.
Oh, I did enjoy this from, yes, Amanda Joy 83 said, I'm Todd's coffee coloured eyes, but I'm never sure what kind of coffee. Am I coffee with milk? Am I black coffee? I'm having an identity crisis. I'm mentioned so often, yet never actually described.
Oh, here's a good deep cut from Flicky Insolence. I am the strange phenomenon of Sweet Valley teens who own monogrammed stationery, even though there's an entire book where they pay someone else to write their letters. Love letters for sale.
Of course. Sweet Valley High Fan Club said, I'm Hot Topic, stocking up our shelves, waiting for the Sweet Valley gang to come to the dark side.
Hello, Ali said, I'm the assorted horrors of Sweet Valley, which have included evil plastic surgery, kidnappings, various serial killers, wolf masks, assorted Victorian ghosts, and the apparent orphan black style cloning experiment that is the many Wakefield doppelgangers. However, nothing.
What even is this series?
I love how you're just asking that now.
Now, it's like 170 episodes later. I'm like, wait, what are we doing?
What are we doing with our lives? But Ali continues. However, nothing, not even the voice, prepared me for the true horror. A teenage boy wearing leather pants in the California heat. Oh my God.
Oh God. There was a lot of concern for, a boy wearing leather pants in Southern California and just how uncomfortable and sticky and way too warm that must be. And yeah, I mean, fair. It does sound like a terrible fashion choice given the environment.
We can't read them all out, but I have to give this one, please go and read them yourself because they're all great. Jen Terested said, I'm Jessica, always getting over my last dead boyfriend by replacing him with the new most gorgeous guy I've ever seen. I wonder if there's a type of boyfriend who's, say, immortal.
Oh my God, this is actually the perfect solution for her.
Yes.
Sold.
Felicity Valentine said, Jessica's had so many dead boyfriends at this point that I honestly couldn't remember who Christian was and why she'd need help getting over his death. Wow. Seriously, somebody, Olivia Y113 said, wait, I thought this vampire storyline happened in SVU. And yes, we had to break the news to her.
Yeah. Oh, it's when you see, like, a perfectly reasonable question, in fairness. But yeah, we had to then reveal that that's actually a whole other vampire. So we have Jonathan Cain here, and it's, what's his fucking name in SV? Like Nicholas Depardieu, something.
Yeah, he's in New Orleans, isn't he, for that full on?
Oh, he's giving her full Anne Rice vampire.
Yes.
Yeah. This fucking series is so stupid. Actually, yes, it was K.W. Thomas book said, yes, good old Nicholas of the stupid name. He does turn up as Nicholas of the Lost, I think, at one point. It's like, wow, man, you're so subtle.
I mean, what else would you expect from this series?
Oh, honestly, I do love how excited everybody was, though, by just getting to this point in the series. There was a lot of enthusiasm and excitement and like, I can't believe this day has arrived and I've been waiting for this for so long. And you know what? We all have. And we're all delighted that we're here now. And that it's, I guess, just as good or even better than some of you may have remembered. I never read these ones. So this is all new to me and I'm having such a lovely time.
Just an absolute delight. But Sister Fetty Confetti said, this book is more than ever is convincing me that at some point Margot did win and replace Jessica. The psychotic belief that Jonathan is into her schemes and plans to entrap him, her absolute chill response to finding a dead body. He is my destiny. This is Marjo all the way.
You know, it's really looking likely. It is. These things are all checking out.
Oh my God. And then Gideon, I think, was to have the final word because she said, lads, I think this series has just been propaganda for Big Dry Cleaner all along.
Holy shit.
Blowing this wide open.
This thing wide open. Oh my God, it all makes sense now.
It's the only explanation, to be honest.
You know, that does explain all that hand-painted nonsense in Blue Parrot crafts. So, yeah.
And the T-shirts being like a popular phenomenon with 16-year-olds. Well, PBA siblings, we will see you in the clubhouse next week for the next part of Caitlin. She's poisoned a child accidentally. Like, there's a lot going on if you haven't joined in. And if you'd like to, you can do so very easily by signing up to HeadStuff Plus.
Yes, if you head on over to headstuffpodcast.com, you can sign up there to support the show. It'll give you access for all our lovely bonus content. We have like 4 entire seasons of chatting about the Sweet Valley TV show, which was tremendous fun.
Oh.
We're now on to Caitlin. Like, we're only doing 4 chapters at a time, and they're all absolutely jam-packed with total insanity and shenanigans, and Caitlin being a huge bitch. So obviously we're having a great time with it.
And we will have a new theme tune next week. I vow. I figured out the chords. Yes. Some of you know what this theme tune is going to be, but if you want to find out, you'll have to. And you're not already a PBA member. Well, you know what to do.
There you go.
And we really appreciate all of you for listening. Special shout out to our PBA siblings, and again, thanks for everybody who has continued to get hold of my book, Our Song, out now. I really, really appreciate you posting about it, sending me photos, sending me your thoughts. It's been absolutely delightful. It's been a month. When this episode comes out, the book will have been out for an entire month. And if it weren't for so many of you, buying copies and cheering me on, this month would not have had quite as much sparkle as it had. So yeah, thank you so much. And if you have read it, please leave a nice 5-star, ideally, rating of it somewhere, because it does make a difference, and it would be very much appreciated. And it makes me very happy that so many of you have enjoyed reading it. So thank you all so much. There's no vampires in it. I'm just going to say that.
No. I can vouch for it being great, though. So, you can take my word for it, too.
I was up very early this morning because I was on Ireland AM, the national breakfast TV show, talking about it. So if I was still I think I'm slightly less unhinged than I was in general, but I might be just unhinged with tiredness today. So, hopefully, sort of on the way back to whatever the baseline is.
We're getting there. It's okay. We're managing.
Step by step.
Absolutely. Bit by bit. It'll all be fine.
So PBA siblings, we will see you back in Highgate Academy next week to find out the aftermath of little Ian Fraser's terrible accident in Caitlin, the Love Trilogy, Part 1, Loving, Episode 4. I have to think about that quite a lot.
Yeah, it really just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? I mean, fair play for getting through that, because I was already like, wait, where are we with that again?
Ooh, I know. I mean, I may have got it wrong. Who knows?
No, I'm pretty sure you nailed it, so fair play.
Thank you. But we will see everybody right here in the main feed next week or 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time, in the crumbling mansion.
On Forest Lane, when we find out what happens when the Sweet Valley High gang take to the floor for a dance of death. I can't even say it.
The normal reaction, I think that's very fair.
See you then, everybody.
Oh, thank you for listening.
Bye.
This show is part of the HeadStuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with HeadStuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.